Walk through any Australian city and it feels like there's crime everywhere. Car thefts, youth gangs, cybercrime and assault. The frustrating truth, many offenders are back on the streets quickly. Today we're going to break down why Australia's crime is rising, why punishments are just not really working, and what this means for Australia's future. Welcome. My name is Jay. I'm an ex-serving Australian Army soldier. On this channel, we uncover the real truth of politics, economics, society, and global trends. Crime isn't random. We all know that, right? It's a result of pressure, opportunity, and cultural beliefs. Meet Liam, 17, growing up in the outer suburbs of Australia. He's not a bad kid. He grew up in a world of high rents, expensive housing, and parents working multiple jobs. He sees peers making quick online money, unemployed or doing petty crime, and social media amplifies every stunt. Across Australia, youth crime is rising rapidly, but the type of crime is changing. More violent, more public, and also really chaotic. In Victoria, youth offenders 10 to 17 years old make up about 13% of all offenders, mostly involved in violent crimes and car thefts. And the frustrating thing is that they're back on the streets really quickly and constantly repeating offenses. Rising rents, inflation, and high household debt leave Australians stretched. Youth unemployment sits at around 11% for Australians aged between 15 and 24, leaving so much time for them to turn to crime. People may feel that this is the easiest way to make money, and when the government fails to regulate this, what is the other option? Here's where the story gets frustrating. Australian punishment often fail. Many youth offenders are released on bail after committing violent acts, sometimes within days. Chronic offenders often cycle through the system. In Victoria, 5,400 repeat offenders account for 40% of the recorded crime. Short sentences and backlogged courts mean the risk of being caught or staying in prison isn't high enough for them to stop re-offending. Who's responsible for this? Even violent crime like assault often result in community service or short-term detention. For the public, it feels like the system is too soft, and for offenders, it sometimes offers little to no consequence at all. The government needs to step up. I still question why the public keeps supporting the same government and the same politicians that take no action, that fail Australia constantly. And don't even get me started on social media. Social media has created a new sort of vibe, new kind of crime culture. Teenagers are starting to film themselves stealing cars or shoplifting and posting it on social media. This really amplifies the fear and creates chaos that everyone that is scrolling through their feed just sees a random kid driving a car that they have just stole. The visibility and impact of these crimes are amplified online, feeding fear and frustration. Most of them don't even hide their identity in these videos, yet no consequence. The justice system often struggles to respond quickly to this type of behavior, which only reinforces the problem. Don't even get me started about the music. The music is used to control the masses and create chaos. I'll leave that for another video. Australia isn't dealing with crime in a vacuum. A lot of what we're seeing is tied to weak borders and poorly managed immigration systems. Over the past decade, several state crime commissions have warned about certain criminal groups that have entered into Australia through illegal migration pathways and then embedded themselves into local networks. Victorian police reported 55% rise in youth gang over the last 5 years, with several gangs formed around recently arrived community. The ACC, Australian Crime Commission, has openly stated that organised criminal syndicates for serious organised crime who are recent arrivals into the country. This doesn't mean all migrants are bad or criminals, but uncontrolled intake, poor vetting and rapid population growth create gaps, and organised crime exploit gaps. We need immigrants to blend into Australia, not Australia blend in with immigrants. Crime in Australia rises because economic pressure, youth culture, social media, unsupervised immigration, and weak punishment. Crime isn't just a statistic. It's a story of people, pressure, global forces, and a justice system struggling to keep up. We need Australians that believe in Australia to stand together and choose the right leader. Thank you.